Hey everybody, good Monday morning to you. Good to see you today. Hey, hope you had a great weekend, did you? Well, good. Well, it's good to see you. We have a tendency, some of us have a tendency to think if someone calls us up and say, hey, I've got to talk with you, we got to have a conversation, then automatically we jump to the conclusion of this is going to be bad. This is going to be negative. If someone tells us after work, come by the office, I've got to talk to you. Or if the boss takes you aside and says, hey, we got to have a conversation. Or if your spouse says, we got to talk. Some of us automatically jump to the conclusion of this is going to be a bad conversation. This is going to be not good. So I'm going to prepare myself mentally for the worst. And so we go into the meeting, we go into the conversation with our defenses up and kind of stressed because most people don't really enjoy confrontation. Now, some people do that, but so we go into that conversation or that meeting or that visit thinking this is going to be bad. So we go in there, we're ready for the worst. And isn't it refreshing whenever we have those meetings or those conversations or those visits and they turn out to be okay? They turn out to be not like we had envisioned they would be. Matter of fact, they're not negative at all. They're actually positive. We sometimes jump to conclusions. We jump to conclusions and believe the worst in people and the worst in situations, and we just sometimes do that. I was thinking about a story that my pastor, the man I consider my pastor, Dennis Anderson, he tells a story of a guy who's driving around in the middle of nowhere. It's late at night. He's trying to get home. And on the way home, he has a flat tire. And so he gets out of his car and he realizes he has a spare, but he has no jack. And he's thinking, how am I going to jack up this car and change this flat tire? And so he thought, well, a ways back, I spotted a house with some lights on, so I'll just walk back to the house and I'll ask to borrow a jack. And so he heads to the house in the dark, and on the way there, he begins to think, and he says to himself, now here I am in the middle of nowhere, it's dark, and I'm a stranger in these parts, and I'm going to be knocking on this door asking to borrow their jack. And they're going to be like, who are you? And even if they come to the door, are they going to let me borrow their jack? Probably not. And so the more he walks, the more he talks to himself, and he talks himself into almost a frenzy of going, they're not going to let me borrow the jack anyway. I'm going to ask, but they're not going to let me borrow it anyway. He talks himself into believing this. He assumes. And so when he finally gets to the house, he knocks on the door, and they come to the door, and they open the door, they say hello, and he goes, well, I didn't want to borrow your old stupid jack anyway. Never mind. He didn't even ask the question. He didn't even ask, because already in his mind, he assumed they were going to say no. Already in his mind, he assumed some things. It's important we don't jump to conclusion and assume some things. Just something to think about before we assume on this Monday. I hope you have a great Monday. And by the way, just because it's Monday, that doesn't mean it's going to automatically be a bad Monday. So don't go assuming that it will be. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching Coffee with a Pastor.